This is Joshua Hart here for Seconds Out. Delighted today to be joined by Troy Jones here in Nottingham. Troy, behind enemy lines today as you take on Ezra Taylor next week. First of all, though, how is everything? You all good?
Yeah, I'm going good. It's good to be here. It's a good thing that they're doing for the kids. And I remember when I was young and professionals used to come into my gym and I'd be in awe of them, man. So it's good to come back and give some back to the kids. So it's good.
And just talking about the fight next week with Ezra Taylor, last time out for yourself, I believe, was the Michael Stevenson fight for the English title. Another step up in opposition, but a bigger prize on the line. How did the opportunity first come about for you to take on Ezra Taylor?
My manager got a phone call. My coach manager, Leigh Wood, just got a phone call. His name got mentioned, and it just makes sense. He's looked at as the kid coming up for Queensbridge, you know what I mean, and that's what I'm going to be after this. So it just made perfect sense. So as soon as his name got mentioned, I said, yeah, take it, of course. And then that was up to my manager to sort out all the other bits and pieces. But yeah, it's got the call and it made sense. So let's do it. That's it.
And while it is behind enemy lines, it's not too far from home for yourself. Only a little trip away. Are you expecting a big crowd for yourself? Why might be competing with a very noisy Nottingham crowd? So a big lot for yourself coming.
Yeah, I've always got a load of people coming. I've always got a big crowd coming. They'll make the noise, and enemy lines, it means nothing. The only thing that matters fighting out will be me and him in the ring. So I ain't even thought about enemy lines, away corner, all of that, mate. I'm not putting in Nottingham here at the minute, and it doesn't make no difference to me, mate. Listen, I'm here to do my job, and that's me and him in the ring, mate. So it means nothing. I'll take a big crowd and I'll make the noise, but I'll do my thing, and that's all that matters.
What have you made of Ezra Taylor so far throughout his professional career from what you've seen? How highly do you rate him as a fighter?
He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. And look at his record. He ain't put a foot wrong, really, has he? Do you know what I mean? Not nice fella. And put a foot wrong in his boxing, like. So yeah, there's not a bad word to say about him from his boxing career, like. Do you know what I mean? Your man ain't put a foot wrong, but against who so far? Do you know what I mean? So you can look at what they've done. It's what they're going to do. It's what he's going to do against me. So yeah, that's what's up the fight. I'm confident in what I can do. But in regards to his career, he ain't put a foot wrong. But he ain't fought me, has he? So
where do you feel your advantages lie? When you look at your style and you look at Ezra's style, where do you feel you have the biggest advantage?
I'm going to back myself in all areas, like in all areas, of course I am. I don't think I've showcased. I've only been on a matchroom show. No one's really seen what I've done. I've done what I've done on the small hall shows as well. So listen, mate, people can think what they want going into the fight. His career has been on televised basically throughout. Do you know what I mean? Mine, just that one fight. People can take what they want out of that fight and see it as the one. But yeah, I'll back myself in all areas 110%, and I'll put that on. I'll put that in on the night as well.
You mentioned being built up on the small hall scene. What does that say about the journey that you've been on to now? Next week, you're going to be chief support, and what is planning to be a sold-out arena as Leigh Wood returns. What does that say about your career? Not just your career, but your dedication to sticking to your craft with boxing.
Listen, if you said this to me 4 or 5 years ago, I'd be doing this, I'd say, shut up, mate. You're talking out your arse. Like, listen, I've just grafted hard, you know what I mean? I weren't this committed, decorated amateur like a lot of them were. I knuckled down properly. I boxed as a kid, but I've knuckled down properly at probably 19. A few amateurs that then turned pro after 12 amateur fights coming back. So listen, I've just grafted hard, mate. I just don't mind the fighting there, and I'll graft hard, and I'll go in with anyone to learn. You know, I never avoided anyone in the ring, in the gym. So I've just learnt, and it's just hard work can get you anywhere, mate. And you think when you hear people say, you think you're talking a bit of crap, mate, and done. But trust me, you work hard, you'll get there. And that's all I've done. I've just grafted, mate, and the reward's coming next week, and it'll be a big reward, trust me.
Is that the message you wanted to deliver today? Obviously, we've seen the amount of young and up-and-coming boxers that were here today. Is that a message you want to deliver to them? No matter what, how good or whatever you are, stay dedicated and it'll all come.
Yeah, exactly that. Listen, if you knew me at 14, 15, 16, 17 growing up, you'd never think I'd be doing this. So trust me, like I said, when I was younger, people used to say, work hard, do this. When you're a kid, you think you're talking a bit of shit, mate. Sorry about that, you're talking a bit of shit, but trust me, you just work hard and things happen to fall into place. You just got to knuckle down, not fall at the first hurdle. I've had a few hurdles to get over in life, in boxing, do you know what I mean? And I've got to just graft hard, and trust me, you can do whatever you want to do, but it don't come easy. You just got to pull it in and make the sacrifices, and you can get there, definitely.
How does the fight go next Saturday? When you and Ezra get in that ring, how does it go?
Listen, I think stylistic, it can't be a bad fight. It can't be a bad fight. It'll end with a Troy Jones win. But regardless of anything, it's going to be a good fight, trust me. It's going to be a good fight. There's no way it can't be. And I'm going to give everything I've got. He's going to give everything. We're going to lock horns and it's going to go down. But trust me, I'll come out victorious on next Saturday.
Just quickly, before I let you go, I do want to quickly pick your brains on the big fight that we saw back at the weekend. We saw Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr., a fight that had the British nation captured. Everyone was enthralled by it. What you saw on Saturday, were you surprised by how tough that fight was for both? Did you expect that?
I was surprised how tough Ben was, but then I think Eubank looked very weak from round one. Yeah, his legs weren't under him, so was it a full power explosive Eubank? No, it weren't. So, and it was a strong weighted up Ben. So there's two pros and cons to it, but I was surprised how much Ben dug deep against a bit of a drained Eubank. But I know Eubank's, everyone knows Eubank's got that in him, so I was surprised how much Ben toughed it out. Yeah, but I thought Eubank won. Probably 9 rounds to 3, 8 rounds to 4. I know people are on the fence, but I just thought he was outlanding him. Ben landed a few eye-catching shots, but I think Eubank boxing won at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? But I think Eubank needs to go up. Ben needs to probably go down a weight or even 2, and then they can do their careers again. But I ain't interested in the rematch, mate.
You got no interest at all in the rematch. You feel the result and how it all played out. I think the big part as well, Eubank Senior arriving last minute. I don't think you'll be able to have a more perfect storyline, will you?
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. I don't think it was close enough. I know it makes sense money-wise, but for the careers, mate, does he want to drain himself down again? He should have, man. Ben should go back down and resume his career as a young kid. You know what I mean? But money talks, doesn't it? So, listen, if someone's waving 10 million in my face. So I'd say it's easier said than done, bro. But no, I say I won't be interested. I'll be on the edge of my seat watching it. Do you know what I mean? But I think he should go up. He should go down and crack on with what they're doing, bro.
Just lastly, how dangerous do you think that rehydration clause was for Chris Eubank Jr., especially with then the news after that? Obviously, he was taken to hospital straight after fight and only discharged yesterday. It does show there was a lot of dangers with that.
Listen, he said a lot about Ben. He made the weight. That's the end of. Just let him rehydrate. If you're confident, like he was going on as confident he was, I don't think if the rematch does take place, fuck the rehydration clause. Get rid of that. Do you know what I mean? You man's made the weight. Fair enough. What can you do in a day, mate? You can't build Rome in a day. Do you know what I mean? It's just one day. So just let him rehydrate and go in the ring. If you're confident, then sign it as that. But you're going to put clauses in and that you're not confident. It's a bit of a cheating way, I think, mate.
Well, Troy, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for your time today. Best of luck next time.